much noise. And we are live.
Yep,
What's
it's
up,
good to be
bro?
live. It's good to be live.
It's been a long time. Yo,
Very.
hold on. You know what's weird about this not being live in a long time?
Mm-hmm.
When you type our channel, oh, hold on. Oh, when you type our channel
Mm-hmm.
in YouTube, you know what you get?
What you
Somebody
get?
created a new bamboo street. And guess what? And then guess how many subscribers the person have? The person
How
has
much?
2 subscribers.
Oh wow!
But then his or their channel, so you got to
Shows up.
search for our channel to get our channel. It is wild,
Oh wow!
man.
Oh wow! It's crazy. Oh, I forgot to put on my headsets.
Oh yeah,
I
go get
just
it. Then. That is cool.
where did I put that? By the way?
So I'm like, what the hell? At least we got 175. Give us a break, YouTube. They just remove us from the algo, man, all together. I'm like, yo, this shit is nasty work, man. I'm like, yo, these people getting 1 views and they still left us out. Now, this is some bombo clat moves, man. Shit is nasty. Shit is really nasty. But what can you do, man? You can't fight the whole algorithm. So you just have to keep pumping more content until you go back to what is until you go back to how it used to be. This is some crazy world, man. Let me see. What is that? Yeah. Anyway, we have a lot of topics to cover today. Hopefully, algorithm gods start showering some favors upon us, because YouTube streets ain't easy, you know. It's not easy at all. For the newcomers, for the incumbents, and those in the middle. It's never easy for nobody. So make sure you hit the like, share the live if you can. It's all good though. Hitting a like is the most important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So.
that's the hardest thing to get people to do these days.
Is
They could
that?
what? That's the hardest thing to get people to do these days.
Yeah.
It's like some will watch beginning to end, and they would not hit the like. They would not
Yeah.
hit subscribe.
Yeah. It feels like a job almost. It
You know what
feels
I
like
see a
it.
lot of content creators doing these days in order to get people to hit the like is like they start having like giveaways.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've been watching a lot of those, like for example, those Bitcoin related channels. And
Okay.
every time the guy would give away some sats. So some people will be on there.
Shit, waiting on that side, huh?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
but for me, I don't scan anything these days, man. Ever
Yeah.
since something to
Scanning will get you killed these days.
the crypto space, I don't scan anything I see unless
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure what I'm scanning.
Yeah. So I remember creating the Binance account. I think last month or something like that.
Hmm.
And ever since I was not able to do the transaction to your account, I just ignore that. I don't know how these people came across the email. Like every day I wake up, it's like just bombardment, bombardment. Not from Binance, but like some weirdos on the internet. I'm like, yo, just I've just blocked them, but they keep coming back in a different
In
ways.
a
I'm like,
different way.
yo, this shit is nasty.
Oh wow. It's it's
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it is crazy. Anyway, I wanted to start with Alligator Alcatraz. So Trump came up with a fine idea. He said, no, you know what I'm gonna do?
Hmm.
Since the state in LA or California State doesn't want me to use Alcatraz, I'm going to create my own Alcatraz in Florida. So he said, if you come into this country illegally and we arrest you, we are sending you to Alligator Alcatraz. So if you like, start deporting yourself. Otherwise, you're going to send it to Alligator. So I want to play a video of the Alligator Alcatraz, man. Now is a funny dude. Hold on.
Sleepy swamps? Not so sleepy anymore. Now a major part of Donald Trump's migrant crackdown. This long-abandoned airstrip in the middle of nowhere transformed into a brand new 5,000 capacity detention center to temporarily hold those arrested by immigration teams before they're deported.
As I call it, Alligator Alcatraz.
Florida's Attorney General launched it with this movie trailer style explainer.
People get out, there's not much waiting for them other than alligators and pythons.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, has been rounding up undocumented migrants nationwide. The president fulfilling a winning election promise.
We will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of the United States.
Even mulling the idea of reopening Alcatraz, the infamous California prison on a rock surrounded by water. Here in Florida, this facility bringing that dream to life in a new, very different way. This is an incredibly dangerous place, from the snakes that you can't see to the alligators that you can see, and for every one of these there are many more that are lurking beneath the surface. Anybody who is on the run here is not likely to get very far at all, which is why the Everglades is proving so attractive to the government. The facility is reportedly costing $450 million a year, with some of the money coming from FEMA. That's the body that provides emergency assistance after major natural disasters.
Holding immigrants in a detention camp in the middle of the Florida summer, in the middle of the Everglades swamp, in the middle of hurricane season, in a bunch of tents with no adequate infrastructure or running water, is just horrific.
Opponents are also concerned about the environment. The governor has used emergency powers to commandeer the site, and it is surrounded by indigenous land. But the government's leaning in. Local Republicans even selling Alligator Alcatraz merch. The Department of Homeland Security sharing memes of alligators as ICE agents. President Trump and his Homeland Security Secretary will open it on Tuesday as campaigners are suing to close it. But with plans to build another north of Miami and the government cranking up its immigration crackdown, they have a long fight ahead. Phil Lavelle, Al Jazeera, in the Florida Everglades.
Don't miss out.
Yo, that's like some next level stuff, man. Trump is crazy and smart at the same time.
He is crazy.
Yo, because, okay, the one point that I just saw there, remember they said the people from FEMA, let's say from hurricane and whatever.
Yeah.
You already got saved. You complaining about your living status after getting saved. Okay, leave you in the hurricane then.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I wonder about some people. Yeah, the place is not ideal, but it's a temporary solution until you get to go back to your home. I just don't accept the help from FEMA. Just stay in the hurricane destructed area. It's like saying, oh, we only in a tent, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have that. It's like people complaining a bit too much. But for the immigrants, yeah, man, send them there, man.
Yeah, they're going there. It's either you self-deport yourself, or when we catch you, you're going to the Alligator Alcatraz. And we'll decide when to send you home. You know, they can leave you there for months on end before they send you home. So a lot of people have started already self-deporting because nobody wants to go to Alligator Alcatraz. So Trump already,
unless you're a hunter that like alligator meat, that would be a gold mine, man.
Yeah, but if you are able to get off on the alligator and the python is waiting for you, you know, everybody's scared of the everybody's scared of the Everglades, man, because it used to be only alligators and crocodiles until they introduced pythons, and python wiped out the entire population of is this thing still on? Sorry, Jay. Is this thing still on? Anyway, maybe we'll figure out later. Until the pythons took over everything. The pythons ate everything. So they started importing people from India to take care of the python. They couldn't do it, so they had to go back home. So if you escape from them, good luck. You know.
The Indians afraid of the pythons. Wow.
No, they are python hunters, but they got there, they were like, man, this is just too much work, man. We can't do this.
That's what I'm talking about. Is like, people who enjoy that kind of job or that kind of work, going to a place like that, Alligator Alcatraz could be the best place for them, no matter what. But you gotta love Trump, always coming up with creative ideas, ways that other presidents would not even dare, or initiatives that they would never take to make America great again. And, well, if you're an immigrant, there's another way for you. Get the golden card, the golden Trump VIP access card. It only costs $1 million. If you really love the land of the free, you got to pay the bill to be a part of the community. So that's what's going on right now. Nothing is for free anymore. Even recently, I've been using like apps such as like CapCut, which is a really decent, nice video editing app. In the beginning, it was free. Right now, you got to pay for everything. You can't even get some subtitles for free anymore. Just generated subtitles. You got to get their premium package. Everything is going up in a pay-for system right now. And I think this is just going to keep getting worse and worse with the introduction of like the blockchain, where records are kept. Everything is financially stable, organized, computerized. There's no free way out anymore. So all we got to do, get our jobs, get our income, and try to figure it out. Even recently, with news in Trump, what was that? Not Trump exactly, but the US currently have tokenized stocks. I don't know if you guys know what tokenized stocks, but imagine a world where you can buy Apple, Tesla, Google stocks, not through Wall Street, but directly on a blockchain like Solana, 24/7, with no middleman, and with using just a stable coin from your crypto wallet. Right? That's actually happening right now. And to me, the only reason that is happening is because of guys like Trump. Guys like Trump taking the initiative to push the US economy forward, finding ways to attract unrealized capital from, like, for example, this tokenized stocks. There's people, billions of people from all over the world are in crypto. All right. Not billions, but millions, right? Now, a lot of them want to have US assets, but the current US system for having US assets, not everyone can go through all those hoops. But by offering these tokenized stocks, it make it possible for much more people to have them. And even by doing something like that, it also makes it possible. I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, it makes it possible for more and more people to have these. And the access is much easier. I'm not too sure on the security scheme of it, like to say all the details, because this is actually relatively new. And by doing that, basically the US is getting more and more people to use the US dollar, because one of the requirements for buying these tokenized stocks is that you must use a US based denominated stablecoin. So you probably have to use the USDC to buy the stocks, which makes the US able to print more money, have US dollars circulating more, easier. And if you saw in one of the next recent Trump bill, they launched the USD1. All right, creating a US dollar basically backed by treasury bills. These guys are getting smart. Trump is finding a way to get people to use US dollars. And with the idea of crypto, there's no limits to what he can do. Right now, Volta's network just went down. I don't know if we're still live or not because he was the one who was hosting the link, but I'm just here talking to myself. But it's been a nice week in the crypto space. If you think about it, Bitcoin has been doing its thing, revisited the last all-time high, of 110, but it's taking a bounce from that all-time high. Right now, we're going to see how low it's going to go. If it's going to go back down to like maybe 100K, so guys can jump in and buy some more, DCA in there, stack those sats, because I ain't able to buy a whole Bitcoin yet, but hopefully we can buy one in the future. Just start with those sats and get it up. But apart from that, there's this other coin that I think it's pretty cool. They call it Stacks. I don't know why it's not that popular, but to me, if you're a long Bitcoin holder, you definitely probably want to stack some stacks because those stacks get you Bitcoin, right? So it's a nice way to have like a little Bitcoin factory that prints you constant Bitcoin yearly. Well, every 14 days, basically every 2 cycles or something like that. But anyway, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal thoughts on the matter because I see like a lot of people probably own Bitcoin, but I haven't seen that much people that interested in stacks. I think maybe because it's only giving you 10% of Bitcoin kind of yearly. So maybe people have better ways of stacking their stats that gives them more than 10%, like maybe through means of leveraging, like maybe using stuff like futures or margins or whatever. And at the end of the day, they make money much faster. So getting something like stacks might be pointless for them. But for the people who just want to cruise and chill and maybe have like smooth sailing, easy 10% per year, hands off, that could probably be a good way for you. Again, not financial advice. I'm not anyway good. I'm not qualified to be a financial advisor. I'm just saying my piece. Where did Walter go? Yeah, so anyway, I don't know what you guys think. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know how you feel, man. Sometimes it's hard just being out here doing all the talking by oneself. This could be challenging and boring at the same time. It's good to have a two-way diversified, conversation. People can learn from each other. Let me see if this thing is actually working or if it actually just like cut off, because that would be wild. Yeah, so it seems like it's working. It seems like I'm live all by myself, just talking to myself. Anyway, so let's go look a little bit deeper into um, this so-called tokenized stocks. So, what does it mean to buy a tokenized stock on Solana? When people say you can buy stocks on Solana, they're talking about tokenized stocks, digital assets that represent shares of a typical company like Apple, Tesla, or Google, but in a blockchain form. These tokens are usually backed by real stocks held by a custodian, and that's or a synesthetic asset that simply tracks the stock price. On Solana, thanks to the fast and cheap transaction, you can buy, sell, and trade these stock tokens almost instantly using stable coins like USDC. This removes traditional brokers' paper work and time delay. So that's the biggest advantage in using tokenized stocks. One, you remove the middleman. Two, for people like me who live in Grenada and probably don't have a US bank account, I can still own Apple. So that's pretty awesome. That's really, really awesome. Okay. All right. So I'm back now. Hopefully this is actually working. I don't know if it's working or not. All right. Anyway, let's just go back. But this audio is distracting my trend of thought. If I can mute it. Let's take this off. Okay, so where were we? So how are tokenized stocks created? Basically, there are two ways. We have fully backed, a company or a custodian holds the real asset and they issue a one-to-one token on chain that represent that stocks. Or synthetic, these are price tracking assets that mirror the stock price using decentralized protocols and oracles, but aren't backed by the real share. So I wonder, what does that mean? Does that mean if someone own a tokenized stock that pays dividend, how do we get the dividend? Anyway, they say settlements usually happen in a stable coin like USDT because they're fast, stable, and widely accepted across chains. Using stablecoins also allow instant settlements without waiting for a bank transfer or cleaning house. So far, what I'm getting from this is that basically you have a tokenized stock, you're not having the actual real stock, it's just backed by the stock. So one disadvantage we could probably have is that well, you probably not get dividends like if the stock pays dividend. Two, not your keys, not your crypto. So let's say whoever is this custodian or the company that's backing it, if it goes bankrupt, okay, you lose everything. So it's probably safer to have the real world asset itself instead of having one that is backed. Um, that's what I'm summarizing from that so far. Okay, and the next thing that I'm seeing is that they're using oracles to also like provide the data. So does that mean Pitt is going to see a pump? We'll see, because Pitt is basically one of the oracles that provide data to the Solana blockchain. So that could probably mean something that is pretty good for all the Pitt holders. But I know for sure Chainlink is going to eat some of that profit, because Chainlink is the type of oracle that people can use to make different bids and stuff. So that is definitely an upside for Chainlink. Okay, so why Solana? Solana is particularly attractive for tokenized stocks because it offers ultra low fees and high transaction speed. On Ethereum, gas fees can make trading tokenized stocks expensive, especially for smaller investors. Solana, near instant finality and minimal cost, allowing tokenized stocks to function more like a real-time, low-cost trading platform. It gives everyday users a chance to buy a fraction of stocks, even with just a few dollars. So yeah, there you have it. That's the main reason why we need Solana. Oh, Walter is back. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to
This.
myself.
Yeah, cause how do you call it? Oh, What is that thing? Oh golly. Can
All
you
right,
hear me now?
let me drop from this link
Yeah.
and come back.
Oh, okay. You have two there though.
Yeah, but I think it's causing a side effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, 1 minute. Okay, let me add this one. Okay.
Yeah, because at first I logged in like if I was you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I
The
was hearing echoes and everything, man.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this my the internet is connected to the TV. So a lot of time it's just you have to remove the whole thing and plug it back in.
mhm.
Yeah, so you just because I saw like the YouTube just cut off, but I was seeing this, I'm like, what's happening? So I then realized it said, nah, my page just went blank. But you were still on.
Yeah, I was on. I was
Oh,
on, and it was okay until I was swiping my computer screen to
yeah,
look for some a topic to talk about, and then
yeah.
I end up swiping and I go back. You know
Oh,
the back arrow.
yeah.
It's like I
Shit.
hit the back arrow. So then when that happened, I had to try to log in on your end, and then I came in and then add myself as the host and then just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. I'm not
So
sure out here.
yeah.
Anyway.
So I started talking on a topic for like 5 minutes, and then I went dark.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And then I came back, and let me just continue because Volta is taking too long. Let me just see what I can
yeah.
do in the meanwhile.
Yeah, shit. I had
Yeah.
to shut down the whole computer.
So this
Keep
was
all it.
amateur 3.0. We both
Yeah.
make mistakes.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So, yeah. So, final thought on the Alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, for me,
Yeah.
I think it's good, man. Keep the criminals out.
Yeah.
And for all the people who always like to like charity and begging for help, trying to take advantage of organizations like FEMA and stuff like that, you shouldn't be complaining about Alcatraz because at the end of the day, living in a hurricane disaster town and living on Alcatraz, I take Alcatraz any day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
something is better than nothing. If you don't want the help, just stay in your country, man. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. And if you watch the video closely, you realize some people had placards, but then they
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
protesting and they were like standing not in the middle of the road, but then
Side
on the
of the
side
road.
of the road. You know why?
Why?
Because oh, CJ just went out again.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gone.
you back. In Florida,
Mm,
like they have a stay your ground laws.
mm.
So if anybody stands in the middle of the road, you have the right to run him over. So,
Oh, wow.
but then in blue states like California and New York, you see they always block the road.
Mm,
When they are protesting, they always block the road. But in Florida, you can never block the road because the driver is at his legal rights to run you the fuck over. So they don't play that
that's
shit out
crazy.
there.
That's
That's why you
crazy.
see them just standing beside the road, man. I'm like, yo, you gotta like red states, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
By
they
the
take
way,
it to another level.
yeah, they do take it to another level, man. They don't play with these damn laws. And okay, now let's talk Diddy, man. Let's talk Diddy. The diddler got off, man. He got off scot free. He got
Oh,
off
so
on
he's
the
out on bail now.
no, it's not. He got denied bail, but the most heinous of charges he beat.
Oh, he
Right,
dropped. So sex trafficking is off the table.
sex trafficking is off the table. Uh, uh, um, organized crime is off the table.
Wow.
You're forming an illegal uh, uh, crime, whatever is off the table. So they got him off on
All the big charges.
transportation. Yeah,
Transportation,
Tran-
trafficking.
yeah, transport, not trafficking,
Oh,
transportation to promote sexual something. So
okay.
like, and those are the two charges. He beat three, he lost two. But then the heinous ones that would have gotten him life imprisonment, he beat all of them. So
Well,
this
that's
one,
cool. So
the one he got,
basically, they're gonna sink him with a sexual abuse, right?
not sexual abuse, transportation, like they call it the Man Act, right? Transporting people across state lines for the main purpose of prostitution.
Well, he guilty for sure. He does
Yeah,
it.
he guilty for that, right? And that one, the maximum is 10 years,
Oh shit!
but they don't really have a sentencing guideline. That's at the discretion of the
The
judge.
judge.
So the judge
Okay.
can say, okay, do 2 years. And there's no way they're going to give you 10 years for
For
trafficking
for
across
something
state lines.
that was voluntary, because the people who
Yeah.
came, they came at their own will. He didn't force them.
Yeah, but then the problem is he paid for it. They
So
had
what?
received,
They
yeah.
got paid and they come at their own will. Why you want to sentence a guy for 10 years? It's not like the assholes who transport them, they don't get a dime and they do the work.
Yeah. And you should
That's
just,
messed up.
that's messed up. And then you realize, and then guess what? It's not even the prostitutes that they got for trafficking across state line. It's Cassie, because they did it like maybe different hotel rooms in different states.
Yeah, but she wanted it too.
Yeah, this shit is wild. So I have a news file. It's gonna come in hot because once these
Hold on, give
things,
me a sec.
okay,
Mhm. Go with it.
oh,
Go with it.
okay, oh, that shit froze again. Hold on, 1 minute. God, man. Well, I guess it's time to get a new PC then. Oh.
Or it's sticking.
No, it just froze.
Wow.
But I can hear you though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know your next investment. How many
Yeah.
days before month end?
Yeah. Yo, these people are wild, right?
Ooh.
They were like, hey, you want a loan? I'm like, hell no. They started saying, I think you need a loan because I get off in 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh.
holidays, yeah.
Oh, holiday is coming up. Okay,
Yeah.
that means we can go hard for like a whole month.
Yeah. So they were like, you want a loan? I'm like, hell no. They were like, you need a loan because don't forget you have to pay your taxes and you have to pay your uh
Pension.
health, uh what's the name, pension, and state taxes and unemployment and your rent. So since you are not working, I think it's in your best interest to take the loan. I'm like, hell no, I'm not taking this loan. Why are you forcing the loan on me so hard?
So what are you gonna do though?
Yeah, I'll figure it. No, I just, and they were like, okay, if you say no, you cannot come back and say, um,
You don't have the
uh,
money?
yeah, you say you cannot come back and say, yo, these people, man. And I wanted to take it, but the way they were like, how would I put it?
Pushing it on you.
Yo, they were pushing it on me, man. Like, you have to sign the form and everything. I'm like, fuck out of here, man. I'm tired of this shit. Uh, hold on, where is that, man? Like, these people just, um, yeah. Yo, these people, uh, yeah, these people, man. Hold on, I'm just sending you a sample, man. These people just on my ass.
They really care about you getting that loan, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, just man.
And the loan is through them, right?
Yeah. Fuck out of here. I know what they're trying to do. Yo, hold on, I'm just saying. And then they said like they were because I was ignoring them.
So, by the way, on the loan, what's the interest rate on the loan, though?
No, they're just gonna be uh deducting from your
Yeah, but still, they give you a loan. They definitely
yeah,
want to charge you some interest on
yeah,
it.
but they didn't even say that in the
They
fucking
even tell you how much. They just say, "Oh, we're gonna deduct it." You see, that's the smart,
yeah,
tricky
send me a
shit.
sample. Yeah, read a sample from your phone.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Uh,
My this thing froze.
you want me to read it out loud?
Nah, just yeah,
Okay.
just get what uh it's like yeah, these people fucked up. I'm like,
So
fuck
they're
that.
basically they give you the money and they deduct
Yeah,
10,000 yen from each of your salary
yeah,
from September until the end of their contract. Hmm.
yeah.
A lump
So
sum
this
advance. But
yes,
they even tell you like, okay, we're giving you a small loan. What would be the interest rate? You
yeah,
know?
no, nothing, man.
And then even tell you like exactly how long you're gonna take you to finish off the payment.
Nah, they didn't say that.
And they
And they
just tell
just
you,
give
okay,
you
they
hold
just tell you
on.
how much you're gonna deduct. They even
And
tell
then
you how much they're giving you. Yo,
nah,
that's like that's
that's
some
not,
sketchy shit.
yeah, yeah.
That's some sketchy shit, man. You take that loan and next thing you
This is a
probably
this is a yeah, this is the down part. Hold on,
for
my shit is too
example, if your contract's finished in March, then you'll receive a lump sum of 70. And okay, so they give you 70.
and they're still taking tax out of the fucking shit they're giving you. You see what these people playing with you?
Mm. A loan has taxes. That is crazy. Well, how could a loan have taxes? It's not to say you got paid yet, and then yo, I don't
Yeah.
think Japan is for me, bro.
And I think it's not. I think it's the specific. How would I put it?
I don't think Japan is for me.
I think it's the specific company. Hold on, my shit is still frozen.
It's
Oh,
like
but
for me, like I'm living like Trump and these guys. I have ways of not paying taxes. So if I go over there, they won't hate me, bro. They gonna hate me.
yeah, these people tax everything. Sorry, man. Hold on, man. This shit is just wild happening right now.
I love living in the gray scheme of things.
Yeah, shit is wild.
I love living in the gray scheme of things. If I go over there, they put it white and black, and it's just like, hey, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that. And I'm not even like, what exactly am I paying for?
Yeah. Oh, find it. Hold on, let me just do this
Hmm.
shit. I'm closing some. Okay, hold it. Hopefully, wait.
Yeah, but you see, with everything that going on in the crypto space, with what Trump is doing, and they have tokenized stocks right now, right?
Yeah.
It's like they issue that, and people need to use a US based denominated stable coin in order to buy one, like any US asset that you want to buy. So
Okay.
what I see Trump is doing, he find a way to get people to use the US dollar more so they can print more money.
Yeah, that's some BS in it.
That's some smart business tactics, man.
Yeah.
And
Okay, man.
like it's basically this tokenized stock to me, just like the stable coin. They say 1-to-1 backing. That's one way you can get it. or
Yeah.
it's just going to be like you getting a token that represent the
A
price
value
action.
system. Yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean stocks tend to pay dividend? What happens to your dividend in that way? Do you get paid the dividend too,
Hell
or is
no.
it gone?
It's gone.
So it's like I watch all of that and I'm like, this guy is smart. He's
Yeah.
really a businessman. So
Yeah, but
like,
what the key issue is
mm,
what happened after 3 years then?
yeah, after 3 years, when all of these things are set up, Biden is not, or the next Biden is not going to be the asshole to say, "Oh, we're going to stop it," because it helps them to print more money too.
Shit.
Who the
Anything
hell is
against
taking it
Trump?
away? Yeah, but the only thing they might stop, what I see, they might stop the VIP Trump card. They might stop that one.
Trump is on us.
But for the things like with the crypto, they're not going to stop that one because crypto is kind of, it's like the new meme, the new
Yeah.
thing that is blowing up right now. So if them stopping that, it might just cause a revolution, you know. So nobody's gonna want to mess with that ant's nest. They're just gonna print more money and do their own shit.
Yeah. Man. Yo. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, man. I was trying to play you this video, but the shit, I don't know. Restart this thing again.
Okay,
Uh,
so what you can do, send me the video on WeChat. I'm gonna download it and add it to the presentation.
oh, okay. Hold on.
Let's try to do it that way.
Yeah,
See
hold
if
on.
it's gonna go faster.
Yeah, because this shit just froze. What's that video I want to play? Oh, Diddy. Hold on. Diddy. Hold on. Let me see what I can just send it on WeChat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, send it on WeChat. It's cool.
Yeah, that'll be better. Because I read down already. Um, uh, share. Uh, okay, sent.
Okay, I'm downloading it now. Let me.
Mm,
It's gonna take a little while because
yeah.
I have the VPN on. Or let me
Oh,
disconnect and download. Hold on, I'll be back.
okay. So my man Diddy just got. Oh, why is this thing not closing now? Force quit. Uh, come on now.
Add the video to the presentation, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because can you play?
Hmm?
Can you play?
No, like I don't have master controls, so you need
Oh
to add it to
shit!
the presentation.
Yeah, my browser is frozen unless okay. Let me just close this browser. But if I close this browser, then you're gonna be left alone for a while before. Hold on. Yeah, because the browser is what I'm playing the videos from. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, I'm getting.
Okay, like next week when we do this, maybe I will host.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's probably better if I host.
yeah, yeah. This PC has done its job now, man. Let me just quit this one real quick. Man.
Mm. Oh yes. So Diddy's gonna be a free man. Oh wow. It's good.
Okay.
So
Oh, let me add it to stage now.
Racketeering conspiracy charge, Sean Combs has been found not guilty.
woohoo!
On count one, the racketeering conspiracy charge, Sean Combs has been found not guilty.
That's
Not
what I'm
guilty
talking
of
about.
racketeering conspiracy, perhaps the most complicated charge for the jury to understand. The count one had provided for a number of predicate acts, but the jury does not have to get into that because they have found Sean Combs not guilty of leading a criminal enterprise, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy. They will now move to the other 4 counts, 2 of them on sex trafficking and on and we have not guilty now on count 2, which was sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of sex trafficking when it comes to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. There was a real debate that the jury heard over the course of the last 2 months about consent and coercion and the complications of deciding when an 11-year relationship between Combs and Cassie Ventura may have become a criminal one, and the jury decided it was not criminal sex trafficking when Sean Combs committed what his attorneys freely admitted was domestic abuse, as you saw in that video. He has been found not guilty now on racketeering conspiracy, not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura. He has been found guilty on count 3, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. He has also been found guilty on count 5, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. These charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison, so we do have a split verdict. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking Cassandra Ventura, but he has been found guilty on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And we're waiting for one more count, the sex trafficking of Jane. And just now the jury has decided that Sean Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking his former girlfriend who testified under the pseudonym Jane. So the jury has now believed that the relationships that Sean Combs had with his former girlfriends, Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane, were not criminal, did not involve sex trafficking. All Sean Combs has been convicted of here is transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And Kira, those did seem to be the most evident crimes that Sean Combs committed. We heard testimony from the male escorts. The jury heard about the cash that they were paid, and as prosecutors told them, they were not in those hotel rooms for scintillating conversation. Sean Combs guilty of transportation for the purposes of prostitution, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking.
Yeah, so Walter, you know what that means, right?
Right.
Don't be the one to organize an orgy, bro.
No,
Don't
man,
do
bro.
it. Don't do it. You do it, someone's gonna charge you for,
shit is wild.
setting up prostitution, man.
Shit is wild.
You can be in the orgy, enjoy yourself,
But don't organize
don't
it.
organize it.
Because if the ladies are coming from different states, you are in trouble. You know,
Yo, that is wild, bro.
it is
That
wild.
is wild,
It
man.
is wild.
Anyone who organizes anything these days is the one who going down, even if the
Yeah,
participants is voluntary
yeah.
of their own free will.
Shit is
Diddy could
wild.
end up taking 10 years.
Yeah,
But all of the participants,
got off scot free.
scot free, man.
Yeah.
Scot free.
Even the
Wow.
even the prostitute they call the Punisher is online doing interviews now. It's on CNN. Like it's just all over the place. You know.
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
proud to be the person who was in the mix.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
like his
Diddy,
demeanor
Diddy
though.
paid me.
He's yeah, he was really truthful. He said throughout the sexual escapade we had, I've never talked to Diddy. Diddy just come around when I'm done with Cassie. I'm like, oh, that's wild. You know.
Well, he never slept with Diddy?
No, he say anytime he's doing a thing, Diddy is not even there. Diddy only comes when he's done. And he just come
Oh.
and asks, are you done? You know. So anytime he gets a call is from Cassie. The payment is from Cassie. He's never really had an interaction with Diddy. You know.
Mm.
His
Lucky
shit is
Diddy
wild.
was smart at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? Once he was announced, like the jury came back 3-2 outside the courthouse. People brought a lot of baby oil, started dosing themselves in baby oil outside the courthouse. So the NYPD had to come and separate and drive them all around. Shit, people are just crazy, man. People are crazy. So, and the judge asked him, I guess you don't want to go back to MDC. MDC is where he's serving his jail sentence right now. The judge asked
Mhm.
him, I bet you don't want to go back to jail right now. And he's like, no. So he thought he was going to go back home. And the judge came by, he's like, nah, because of your violent past, I don't think we're going to give you any bail right now, you know?
Oh
And,
wow.
well, so, but Diddy's lawyer is saying that could be a blessing in disguise because
Mhm.
by October, you might have served at least 11 months already. So they are banking on the fact that the judge might just give him 2 years too, you know.
Okay.
So 2 years means he's already served 1 year already. So he might do 6 extra months and then 6 months on uh,
And then he get
supervised
out.
release, where ankle monitor and everything, so
Yeah, but if they give him the full 10, that mean woohoo, he has eight
yeah,
months in the 8 years in the pen, man.
yeah,
8 years and 6 months to go. That would be hard.
that'll be hard.
That would be hard.
Yeah,
So
but
he has to pray for anything between 2 to 5.
5. Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be best case scenario.
yeah. He has to pray for 2 and 5. And the judge being like much reasonable. I think he's gonna get 2 because
Yeah,
if you
because
have
it's
if
volunteered, man.
yeah
Yeah, anyway, go. If you
if
have.
if if your serious cases have been dismissed or found not guilty, there's no way the lesser one, because the Man Act was, the Man Act was, I think, was enacted in 1910,
Mm.
transporting people across state line because black people were transporting white women. So the country was like, hell, we can't have black guys just sleeping with our white women. So they were like, no. So they came out with this law just for black people. Now they're just using it against everybody, which is crazy. So
But I think normally, if that was the only charge, no one would go after it.
yeah,
Because the only time that comes a valid case is like for prostitution,
yeah,
like literal prostitution. But
yeah.
for this, is like
Your own wife,
these
your own
people, these
girlfriend.
people are like, it's like his own girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Okay, you transport her, and she's willing to do it. So
yeah,
it's like he take advantage of the fact that she has a sex issue, right? She can't keep the coochie in her pants. She just want to get it
yeah,
out. She
yeah,
wants to pipe it out. So he took advantage of that. And So that shouldn't be the charge here. If you wanted to say sexual abuse, yeah, cool. But no one came up with this charge for that. Because at the end
No.
of the day, he's still paying her bills, man.
Yeah. And
He's still paying her
got away with
bills.
30 million. Shit is
Uh,
nasty, man.
it's just that people who has no control of their self and has low self-esteem, and yeah, did he took advantage of them.
Yeah.
So, and the whole point of it is that when he was taking advantage of them, they were not even complaining.
No.
They were enjoying it. So it was consensual. So to me, with all of that, if you wanted to say you wanted to punish him a little bit, yeah, just give him the 2 years.
Yeah,
Or
give
just
him the two
okay,
years.
okay, you
And
already
guess
spent
what?
enough time in jail. Just get out.
And you know why the judge even said no bill? Yo, these people are diabolical. It's Cassie's lawyer and the government and all these accusers wrote a letter to the judge like, we don't want him on bail. Yo, because the judge is like, okay, you're gonna give me 1 hour. So if anybody has an objection, you can write a letter. So within the hour, like Cassie's lawyer, the prosecutors and everybody, they wrote a letter to the judge advising him not to grant him bail because of his past violent behavior. So the judge is like, okay, I heard you were violent in your past, so we're not going to give you no bail. Go back to MDC. And he was not happy. But then people, the lawyers are now saying that could be a blessing in disguise because the sentencing is in October. So
Mhm.
if they give you bail right now, you come out, something might happen again, and which might be serious. But just stay in the jail, cleanse your mind and everything, and because you don't want to come out and just go back again. It's like it's just gonna be weird, you
Oh,
know.
because right, if you get convicted, at least those charges stick. They cannot try you on that again.
They cannot try on that again, so they might just give you something new
Mhm.
because they come to find the government have like extra people, but they've not called them because the government didn't trust those people very well. But you know, the
Mhm.
government is not paying bills, so they can just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until they get you on some bullshit, right?
But hopefully, like whatever they they charge him with, they should charge him with prejudice, so he doesn't have to do that again.
Yeah.
You know,
So
hopefully that's the kind of charge he gets. And if
yeah,
Didi has a smart lawyer, you should push for that because you know how these people are these days. They keep opening up new cases, new cases.
yeah. Yeah, so it's good that Diddy is still back in jail. Sentencing October 4th. So uh and yeah, it's as well. So he was really happy though. The family was happy because he was looking at life or death and they just came through for him. So which is good. So
Mhm.
hopefully um this is the end of this whole bullshit. And he has to go to therapy though. He has to go and uh,
Get his mind right.
get his mind right, man. Playing with semen, playing with other guys' semen is just diabolically weird, you know.
Ooh.
Like on his
Did he
nip.
used to do that? Shaggy.
Yeah. So according, he comes in when the guy is done just to play with the semen. You say you're done, all right, you
Play with
know.
the semen on the girl.
No, on his own body and shit like that.
Mm,
He's an artist, like tattoo artist, just playing like you know how kids play with their food, you know,
mm,
just
mm,
play
mm,
all over, like just nasty, you
mm,
know.
mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, Didi is on some other stuff right now.
yeah, it's on other stuff. So, uh, I guess I don't know. So,
Yeah, therapy would be good for him.
yeah, it would really
Therapy
be
would
good,
definitely get his mind right.
and he needs to broadcast it live, you know, because
Or
people like that
before
don't just change because they face some uncertainties in their life,
it,
you
they
know.
change because of like public scrutiny,
Yeah, they change up because of
public
public shame.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he needs to stream this shit live. Because remember, when the government raided his house the first time, and he knows very well he's gonna be arrested that week, but he still went ahead, brought baby oil and glass stove slide and everything, and the drugs and everything. So when they raided his hotel room the second time, they found all the same thing they found in his main apartment, they found in the hotel room. And he knew he was going to be arrested that week. So people like that, public shame will do him good, man. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, at least he's getting out. At least, at least at the end of the day, FTX, he did a lot of shit. He
Yeah,
deserved his jail time. But to me, what Didi did is, yeah, it's monstrous in terms of like a human being organizing that. But
yeah,
then at the end of the day, it's not monstrous because all of the people were willing participants.
participant. Yeah,
You
that's true.
had the right to say no, but you only did it because you want to use him at the end of the day to
Yeah,
leverage yourself up to make that money to have maybe a bigger step in the
yeah, which is
in
true.
the industry,
Yeah,
right?
climb the ladder, man.
Even the pawn star who was sleeping with Cassie, because of that, he leveled his game up.
Yeah, fix his teeth and everything. Wearing suit and tie and the
But
lighting. He's
you
using
know,
good lighting to CJ. Yo, you watch his interview in the beginning, there was no lighting. Now it's like the face is shining, lighting's in the right corner. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Has his own book. I'm like, yo.
and he
Speaking
got
elo
himself leveled up because normally it's gonna be weird for a guy to have another guy playing with your semen. You're watching that, you probably feel different, but
yeah,
he stomached it. Now he's leveled up,
yeah,
guy on top of the world right now.
yeah, man. The face is all shaped clean, you know. It's like if you look at him, you think he's like a model citizen. It's like, yo, this shit is weird, man.
I know
Diddy,
he's working with high class people.
yeah, yeah, you call him the Punisher.
Mm.
Diddy is weird. Anyway, man, let's let me see whether I can play this one. Let's do some. Hopefully, this one works, man. Oh God, not again. Now, fuck.
Yeah, because I see you're freezing up on your end too.
Yeah, fuck this shit. Oh, let's just talk through it, man. Cause Elon and Trump are back at it again. Oh, their feud is back live. Cause
Oh,
the bill just
the big
passed there.
fat because the big fat bill drop and
Yeah,
everybody see what Elon was saying is true.
yeah, yeah.
Because
He
I
called
I
it.
heard what they said is like normally Elon job was to drop the debt, but
Yeah,
after Elon did a good job, these guys increased their spending budget.
yeah.
So
They
it's like,
increased
what
that.
the hell you have me working here for?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yesterday before the bill passed, he said if this bill passed, he's gonna form a new political party and he's going to make sure any Republican that voted for that bill, he's going to use every money he has to campaign against them so that they're going to lose their next election, right? So
Hmm.
Trump didn't like that very much. Trump came back and said, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to use like Doge against Elon Musk. He said the organization Elon created, we're going to use that same organization to hunt him down. He said he's
Yeah,
been
because
getting a
that's
lot
like
of
public snitching. Because
yeah,
Elon has a lot of inside information to know who did what. These
yeah,
people don't want to be named for doing what
yeah.
they did.
And Elon gets a lot of government contracts, right? So Trump is like,
Mm.
okay, he's getting a lot of government contracts. So I think there's we spending too much money on space. And
We need to revise those contracts.
you need to revise those contracts. So I know Trump set up I know Trump set up one interviewer. So the guy was like, the next question was, hey, would you look into Elon's citizenship, and Trump is like, yeah, if he's here legally, we'll look into deporting him. Yeah, Trump is crazy, man.
Next thing you see, Elon being on the VIP list to get that gold card, man.
Yeah, Trump is
But I
crazy.
think if Elon get deported, he would not mind because
Yeah,
I think China is gonna open their doors wide open for him. Yeah, hey,
yeah,
come here, bro.
yeah. But I don't think he'll do China.
Well, he wouldn't like China, but
Yeah,
he would like China.
yeah,
He wouldn't like China in terms of the lifestyle,
yeah,
but he would like China in terms of, oh, I'm surrounded by people who work hard 24/7
yeah,
like me
yeah,
and will help me get the job done and will do everything I tell them. Cool. He would like China for that.
yeah. True.
But the other side of it, the lifestyle of like how things are in America,
You can't do that there.
you
You
can't
can't
really do
complain
that
about the
here.
government. You can, yeah. So
That freedom, he wouldn't like that.
yeah, yeah. True. So yeah. So the fuel is back on, man. So Trump is telling him, Elon, stop playing with fire. You can lose a lot more if I want to, which is true. But Elon doesn't care, man. It's not like he needs more money, you know. So he really doesn't care. So um, hopefully those issues get solved. And I just think Elon needs to concentrate on space more than the politics. Ever since he started with these politics things, it's like his rocket just started blowing out of nowhere. The last time they did a test was 2 weeks ago. Static test on the pad. It just everything just went to flames. The whole place was engulfed in flames.
You wonder if it's like sabotage. His employee doesn't want him to
Yeah,
succeed
that
anymore.
could be, man. Just I hate when people like, I think sometimes God places you in this life to do specific things. You know, just concentrate on that, man, and leave the politics alone. Politics is just too dirty.
Well, politics, the man got to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. Politics is just dirty, man. Just leave it all alone, man. Leave it to be guys. Like you are not getting anything away from it. But it's not like the Republicans are going to rule for a long time. The Democrats are going to come. That's why I like what Michael Jordan did. They were like, would you criticize the Republicans? He said, nah, Republican kids buy sneakers too. Man, Democrats and Republicans buy my sneakers, man. There's no way I'm going to be criticizing them. That's what Elon should do. But I say, hey, anyway, man. He'll find out soon enough. Hopefully Trump doesn't deport him, Because
Well,
Trump
it's
is
going
not.
to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see where that goes.
Yeah. Yeah. It is wild, though. It is really wild.
Hold on, man. I'm having a little case of low blood sugar. I feel like I'll faint. Let me bite something.
Fucking heck. Damn. Yeah, so that's where we are with the world right now. And my shit froze again. So hopefully they sort it all out. And they get back to what's important, So. Oh God. What happened to this shit? Oh, you didn't have lunch.
Yeah.
You didn't have lunch.
Coffee.
Okay.
I had a light lunch.
Okay.
And then the coffee is like, right now my hands feel like it's trembling.
Oh shit. Yeah, why does coffee do that sometimes though? I started having I took one coffee last night. I'm like, fuck this shit for me, man. Yeah. But you drink a lot of coffee too, so
it's like when you drink coffee on
Yeah.
an empty stomach, it makes you very, very hungry.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like all of it kicked in,
Okay.
and then I felt start feeling lightheaded, and now my hands start trembling. So like I need to eat something.
All right, man.
Like
Let's
either
end it here.
something sweet.
Okay.
Nah, just eat this and I'm good.
Okay. Shit. Hold on. Let me close this thing again and come back in. Sorry. Could be voted. Okay. Yeah. So I just close down.
Yeah, so what else we need to talk about before we're done?
Yeah. So yeah. Hold on. Let me see. My PC is giving so much trouble. Let me see what else we got. Let me see what video is that. Let me go to X. Let me see. Oh, um, hold on. Dalai, you know Dalai Lama?
Nah.
All right, so he's the head of Tibet,
Hmm.
but he was banned from entering Tibet. So he's been exiled by China for a very long time. So
Wow.
so the head of uh the head of Tibet is living abroad, and China is
That's
like,
crazy.
this is crazy. So China is saying we need to be involved. China is just looking for, because only the guy can name his successor, right?
Hmm.
And China wants to be part of it. China is like, because once he names his successor, it means there's no way that successor could be like 2 years old. It means he has what, maybe 80 years to be a thorn in China's skin, and China doesn't want that.
So they want to like find a way to get
Yeah,
around it.
they want to find a way to get around it so that they can play a part in naming the successor. Maybe they pick somebody they like, right? And the guy is like, hell no, and then he came out and said, I think I'm gonna reincarnate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he said he believes they believe in reincarnation, these
Yeah, you
Buddhists.
can come back like a dog.
Yeah, so he said he's coming back to rule again. So, and he gonna rule through his successor. And China was pissed. China was pissed. You know, China didn't like that very much. So that's what's going on. I'm like, yeah. So it is crazy. So uh if I'm China, just invite him back, man. Just invite him back.
Yeah, but you know the rule of China, right? You can't show weakness. You
Yeah,
gotta always win.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they gotta save face because otherwise it will look like this guy was right.
yeah, yeah. It is crazy though.
But I'm surprised them and the US came to a deal so quick though.
Say again?
Where the US and China
Yeah.
with the trade war, I'm surprised they got to a deal as fast as they did.
No, but the deal was not even announced. Trump just rushed that thing. Trump is just
Oh,
crazy.
okay. Trump
Yeah.
just being Trump.
Trump just being Trump, because what he did was he once he announced that, say, okay, the deal is done. They've not even put
Then there's no
ink.
way for China to back out.
And they didn't even put ink to paper. And all of a sudden he said, okay, I just signed a deal with Vietnam. So they're gonna pay 20%. Now China is moving all the a lot of the companies are they are doing like third-party transaction where they manufacture the goods in China, move it to Vietnam as a raw material, and package it from Vietnam and ship it to the US as a Vietnamese product. So China was still using it until Trump is like, okay, we're gonna give Vietnam 20%. Now, Vietnam and China were supposed to do a package deal, and Vietnam outplayed China, got its own deal before China, So now Vietnam is going to start shipping their own goods to the US for 20%, and they are leaving China in the dark, It is crazy, man. It is really crazy. So Trump was not even supposed to announce that. China was supposed to get its deal done first, then Vietnam. Now Vietnam is like, okay,
everybody's stabbing everybody in the back.
Yeah,
now,
because
man.
the deal with Trump and Vietnam is like you have to block all those goods coming from China. Yeah, the reason why we even giving you this tariff is because of the goods coming from China. And okay, Vietnam's like, okay, we'll take the 20% and fuck China. And then China is not happy about that right now. So it is crazy.
Every man for themselves, man.
Yeah, every man for himself, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, so Trump is just, and because by then China is getting a lot of concessions too, because China wants to start manufacturing their own chips, and China is like, okay, if you want the rare earth, you have to allow the chip design to go to China. And Trump is like, oh, you want a chip design? Go fuck it, you can have the chip design, and just give us a rare earth, So
so Trump is a smart businessman, man. You were trying to squeeze me back because of rare earth. No, I find a workaround, so then you have no choice.
Yeah. And and Russia was trying to play China too, because Russia called Putin and Trump had a phone conversation, and Putin was telling him, okay, just lift all the sanction and I'll give you the rare earth cheaper than what China is giving it to you. I'm like, oh, I thought you guys were supposed to be friends. This shit is nasty. Where it comes from? Yo, man, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is just
no friends in this business, man.
No,
all we just have is just opportunities.
Yeah. So now, if you watch closely, Trump and Putin spoke even yesterday. If you watch closely, China and Russia, they used to be buddy until Trump came. Right now, like the relationship is like they are not kissing each other on the cheeks no more. It's like it's like the conversation. If like the friendship is there, but it's like a little like handshake from very far away. No. Like so. So Russia is warming up to Trump, so China is just like, fuck, I thought we were supposed to be friends. We're supposed to go against these motherfuckers. Now you just now he's praising Trump. He said he was like, he was having a conference yesterday. It's like, oh, Trump, I don't want to make Trump wait, otherwise he's going to be angry. I'm like, oh, you're supposed to say that about Xi Jinping. This is crazy, man. And everybody started clapping. I'm like, oh shit. Yo, shit. This is some nasty world right now we live in. So that's what's happening, man.
Yeah, but they'll figure it out though.
Yeah, they would. Otherwise, they just go to war.
Because I knew Trump would do something like that. The more time you give him, the more is like, that's what they do in business. It's like, okay, you want this? All right. And you're trying to squeeze me there. Let me look around and see if I can get a better deal somewhere else.
Yeah, you get it somewhere else, man.
Yeah. That's what is going on there now. And Russia now trying to be the guy because they're in a war.
Yeah.
They want to be the person to get out of the war. So
yeah. And it's like,
they want to have a good buddy.
Yeah, it's like ever since the phone, it's like our rare earth is much better than China's rare earth, and it's gonna be cheaper and it's gonna be closer,
They
and
just
your
want a best
companies.
friend too.
And yeah, and he's not even saying Russian companies would mine the rare earth. Say American companies can just mine the rare earth. I'm like, yo, and this some BS.
Yeah, because want to get out of the war, man.
You want to get out? And everybody thought that was going to be
Gotta
an end. And there was a leak, and there was a leak from the Russian intelligence saying China is the enemy. I'm like, oh god. Oh god. It said
you
China is
get
the
them to
enemy.
see that too. That's part of the deal.
Yeah, it sure is well. They said China has always been the enemy. You know, I'm like, yo, this shit is wild. Damn.
Dirty work,
Yeah, that yo, it is crazy.
dirty business, dirty
Yeah,
politics.
yeah. That's why I say Elon have to get the fuck out far away from these people, man. These people have no allegiance, man. They just go where the wind blows. You know, now China is left holding his dick like, what? I thought we were supposed to do these things together.
So right
You
now
know,
they don't have any deal anymore.
they have a deal, but like in the past, they
The
were like,
deal
okay,
was it was
they
more
had a
advantageous for them, but now
yeah,
it's like they're changing the fine lines of the deal.
yeah, because China was getting the upper hand in the all the deal because Russia had no friend at that time, and China was buying Russia's oil below market value. I think the
Hmm.
per barrel was like $75. China was paying like $40 for it.
Hmm.
India is paying like 45, right? And because of friendship, they rejected the Indian rupee. They said we don't like the rupee, but we like the Chinese yuan, right? Which was
Hmm.
good. And then they were like, okay, you buy oil, and then we use the money to buy goods from China. So the money was not even returning to Russia. China
Hmm.
buys the oil, Russia used that same money to buy things from China, which was good for China because he's getting twice for the price of one, right? And it it was going good until Trump came in. And once Trump came in, China was using, they had a railroad from Harbin through Vladivostok, Russia to Europe, where China was shipping all the goods through Russia to Europe, through
Hmm.
Serbia and everything. And since Trump came into power, they begin to stop the train and they're removing all the goods. They are double checking everything that's passing through Russia. And China's like,
Oh wow,
what the hell is going on?
you're supposed to pass free.
It's supposed to just go through without a check because we told you beforehand what is passing through. It's not like the train is stopping in Russia. It's just passing through Russia to Europe. All of a
Mm.
sudden, you are stopping. Oh,
Everybody want a better deal.
fucking hell.
Everybody wants a better deal.
Yeah, all of a sudden you are stopping all these shipments. Sorry, man, just started reading. All of a sudden you're stopping everything. And the one that goes through, you are putting like 15%.
So they start adding tariffs to it.
Yeah, they started adding tax to this shit. And this shit was supposed to be a free trade, you know. So China just and because the relationship was so good, China began to ignore fucking India.
Okay.
Because yeah, before the war and before Trump and everything, China and India, even though they have like border issues, India was buying a lot from China, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and China just picked Russia. It's like, so India is like, oh, then man, we're gonna find new partners. So they were like, they wanted to come out with a BRICS currency and they wanted to select one currency, and India is like, nah, I think we don't need a new currency. We just use our own individual currency. That's when the problem started because China selected Russia and India got angry. And when last month, I don't know whether you remember, India and Pakistan went to war like for 2 days. They started killing each other,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted to start using nuclear weapon, right? The issue was nasty.
People
And
are like what thirsty these days, man.
is that
I said people are, like they're itching to press their nuclear button.
they are itchy, man? Because somebody from Pakistan entered India, killed a bunch of people, and India got angry. 2 days later, started bombing the whole of Pakistan. And Pakistan also started firing into India. And guess what? China started supplying the Beidou satellite
The
tracking.
Baidu satellite.
Yeah, for India, for Pakistan. So Pakistan was able to use like missile guided to shoot down India's plane and everything. So they shot down a couple of India's military plane, and China supply India with planes and ammunition and everything. So India is like, yo, what the hell? You're supposed to be neutral in this thing.
You're not supposed to participate because the
You know?
US didn't participate yet.
Yeah. And Trump being an asshole, he said, okay. He said, I called both of them. I said, if you go to war, no trade for you guys. Yo, Trump is crazy. So China was itching. China was like, because China doesn't like India very much. So China was supplying intel, satellite imagery, weapons to Pakistan. And Trump is like, hell no, truth. Trump called Pakistan and called India. He said, okay, if you guys don't stop this right now, no more trade deals for you. Everybody is going to pay 100% to do business with the US. That was why the war stopped.
They just stopped right away.
They were like, the war just stopped. I was like, oh, I thought you guys said in the next 2 days we're going to start killing more people. The war just stopped, and China was there holding their dick, just like putting fire to whatever is happening already. Trump stopped that thing in his track,
That's cool, bro. That's the power of the US, man.
Yeah. But do you
they
think
know he's gonna do it too?
Yeah,
it's because he showed he will do it. That's a good thing about Trump. He said, I'm gonna do something, and I do it. I don't even care what they tell me at the end of the day. I'm gonna do it.
And guess what? He wrote on his social media, India and Pakistan have accepted a ceasefire. And India and Pakistan is like, yo, we didn't
say yes yet.
We didn't even say yes to whatever he said. Well, 2 hours later, they were like, yes. Trump is a crazy guy. It's the same thing when Israel was bombing Iran
like,
last.
So you want to challenge me?
Yeah.
That's your pro. So you want to challenge me? Okay, let's see.
Yeah. He used the same tactics on Iran and Israel. Israel started bombing, killing Iranians in Iran, and Iran started bombing Israel 2 weeks ago. And the US bombed Iran's nuclear weapon, bombed the hell out of it. After bombing it, just by on through social media, Iran and Israel has accepted ceasefire. And Iran is like, yo, Israel's plane is still in the air going towards Iran. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? And Iran just pressed a button on one ballistic missile. The ballistic missile landed in Israel. And Israel is like, nah, man, I have to get one in too. And Trump is like, the next person that shoot this one is out of the deal, And all the people like, we've not accepted no deal yet. But they were like, okay, ceasefire it is. And Trump is like, you see, I deserve the Nobel Peace Prize,
Well, he did it. He did it again.
He did it again, man. So now Iran has a ceasefire. Pakistan has ceasefire, and Democratic Republic of Congo and fucking Rwanda have ceasefire, which is good because those people were using machetes. They were not using guns. So which is good.
Yeah, but it tells
And
you that the US don't really care about what's going on in Sudan, because why doesn't he pick up the phone and just call Sudan?
yeah. Nah, it's like, because guess what?
They don't
Sudan
care
doesn't
about
have
them, man.
anything they need.
Hmm.
Rwanda, the Congo has some of the greatest minerals in the world. They have the rare earth that Trump needs so bad. So yeah,
So that's what I'm talking about. Basically, in this current world that we're living in, nothing is for free. The only
nothing is for
reason
free.
a country like the US is going to support a smaller nation in distress is because they see something that they want.
Yeah.
And they know, like, if they allow the other party to take advantage of them, they're going to seize that asset.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, let's help them out and get our foothold in that asset. That is what is basically going on.
Yeah.
Like Ukraine, Russia already understands it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys made a play for it, but Trump is want to step in. He wants his cut.
Yeah.
You guys gonna get your cut, and the little guy is gonna left with a little bit more than what he would have end up with if they demoralized the whole country.
Yeah.
That's just what happened. But he's still losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
It's
only
crazy.
the only little guy that survived to tell the story at the end of the day was Israel. They
Yeah.
did it, but why they survived is because they were smart. And then, oh, you guys are small, but you're smart.
Yeah.
Maybe we can be good partners.
Yeah. Yo, Trump is wild, man. Trump is wild. Trump is Trump takes credit. So before we realized, like, I woke up and Israel was bombing the hell out of Iran, killing everybody. Putting, like, people were hiding, like, I don't know how they did it. They created a drone factory inside of Iran and started firing the drones from Iran within Iran, started killing people within Iran, and took over the whole airspace. And everybody, what the hell, is started killing all the engineers and nuclear scientists. And Trump is like, what the hell is happening? So once he realized Israel has taken over Iran and their plane is just flying over Iran without nobody shooting at them, Trump is like, okay, we have the airways of Iran. We control the airways of. I'm like, what the hell? US is not doing this. Israel is the one doing this. I'm like, what is this guy,
But
man?
so it makes probably means that I wonder where Iran got those drones. If those are US drones, then it probably been a hack job.
No, it's Israel created like a drone factory. They employ people in Iran to create a drone factory, right?
Oh, okay.
And and then they started using the drone within Iran, started killing people.
So that means those drone was remote controlled.
No, the people were right on the ground.
They were in the ground, so they
They were in the
imported them.
ground.
Shit.
Israel, man, you
Crazy.
can't play with this. I don't know how they do that. I remember, like, when they were fighting against Hezbollah, and all the walkie-talkies started exploding.
Mm.
And I feel like, wow, did they do this? The same scenario they did with. So the drone target how would I put it? Where all the nuclear scientists were, where all the researchers were, where all the military heads were. So they were just at home sleeping, and drone just enter, boom, kill them, and just go back.
So that's why I tell you, the reason why the US like Israel is because these guys are smart, man.
These guys are smart.
Smart allies. Oh,
Yeah, this guy.
you guys play chess better than us. Although you're
Yeah.
tiny, you're good at playing chess. I want you as an ally. It's better I have you as an ally than an enemy. Because as an enemy, you're gonna make me look weak. But as an ally, whoa, look at what we can do together, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking hell, man. Because Israel is always willing to do the dirty work, Always.
Well,
Always willing to do the dirty work. So it is crazy, man. It is
so they're doing
crazy.
the dirty work and they're making the US great again, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Because everybody was surprised. Because what they did was they used have you seen the B2 bomber?
Nah.
And And the B2 bomber was that she's almost 70 years old, man. Hopefully I can share this shit. Hold on. Hopefully I can share this shit. Share screen. Okay, that's the B2 bomber.
Oh, the B2 bomber is like the big ship. Oh, I know it. Sorry.
Yeah. So this one flew all the way to Iran just to go bomb them, and they didn't even know that she was there.
Because Trump set it up in a scandal way, like a conniving way. He sent a bunch of ships all over the place, and he just come in and just drop the payload.
Yeah.
I remember he posted, "We dropped a full payload of bombs." Yo, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, this is an asshole. And this B2 bomber is like 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you need to see the new one. They have like the B21 radar. B21 radar is a new one, and no country in the world has the old one yet. So no country is gonna have the new one. Like this shit is just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Yeah. So that's the B21 radar. The radar. It is crazy. And this one can go like non-stop. It doesn't need no fuel. You just go and go and go and go. So
why? Because you're running on nuclear power?
yeah, they're trying to do something like that. And
okay.
Yeah, so that's the B21 radar. So that's what's happening, man. Fucking hell. Finally some rain, man. Anyway, you got something else in mind?
Nah, I'm good. Out of ideas.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah, I know my brain is blank. Energy
Shit.
is low.
Yeah, you need to go get something to eat, man.
Yeah, I already ordered some food, so I'm just waiting for it to come and arrive. So like while we were having the pod and you see me like was tapping on my phone, I was just getting something.
Oh, okay.
Locked
Okay.
in. So but basically I'm gonna make something to eat. I just bought some supplies.
Oh, okay.
These days I'm not that into eating out that much.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the what's the name? 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
7-Eleven, get some. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. Please, get some shit done. Oh, you heard from Jazim?
Yeah. I heard from him the other day. He was inviting me out.
Okay.
To go
He's
to a
back to
club
China.
or something. Yeah, he's back to China. He's married and everything.
Okay.
Told me he's planning to start a business, like do some import export
Okay.
kind of business. They're in the registration process.
Okay.
Basically he's going to be doing it between China and Sudan. I think that's a good thing for them to do because Sudan is a kind of country that lack assets or lack items, so doing that would be cool, but just like at this specific point in time might not be the best idea to do it with the war and everything going on. But after the war, it's like a gold mine opportunity because there's going to be a lack of everything.
Yeah.
And
is he from the South or North Sudan?
I'm not sure, but
okay.
Because I you know me, I don't really care about those details.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, I didn't go to meet him up, so he was pissed. He was like, "F you."
Oh
I
shit.
was like, bro, I'm busy these days, man. Plus, I'm not into the club stuff. So
Oh
uh,
fucking hell.
I probably need to go visit him one of these days.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, maybe this weekend. Because
Oh,
this
okay.
weekend, not too busy. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's just like I've just been focused more on my own stuff these days, trying to
Yeah.
get my stuff into a more autopilot way, learn as
Okay.
much as I can in a short space of time so that I could, according to my bro, I'm trying to squeeze every ounce of profit out of my portfolio.
Okay. Shit.
Yo, shit. But by doing that, I end up losing some money too.
Oh.
Miss out on some opportunities because I was just too greedy, bro. Too greedy. So I realized my biggest problem in that is that I'm a little bit too greedy. I need to step back a little bit and just take the profit as they come. Don't get greedy with it.
Yeah, but a lot of time, man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Sometimes that pays off too. Scared
yeah.
money, right? Don't make no
Well,
money.
yeah, I ain't scared. It's just like for me, my biggest thing is just being too greedy. I need to
Yeah.
to figure out the balance within being
Okay.
aggressive and not too aggressive. Because right now I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
but I'm still killing it.
Okay. Yeah, that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, still killing it, man.
Shit.
So last night I didn't sleep because my mind was going in overdrive
Fucking hell.
and seeing opportunities. Okay, they need to finalize it, and then after finalizing it, set up the scheme, then set up my tracker
Okay.
of to manage my stuff to make sure I'm always in profit and I could see where my money is going.
Oh, okay.
Because what I realize when you buy so much and you buy so fast and you buy so quick, it's hard to keep track of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Fucking hell. Yeah, so I think you've developed a good system with your Excel thing. So
yeah,
uh
man, I already set up that done. Every day
okay.
I'm updating it and thinking about, what else do I need to keep track of? What else do I need
Shit.
to do? It's like to me like I'm doing this shit and this shit is fun, man. It's like a video game for me.
Fucking hell.
Stacking my paper.
Yeah. You have to, man.
Like I see, okay, I do this, I made 2%. Oh, I do this, I made 6%. Oh, I do this, I make 10%. And then I'm seeing
Shit.
that shit going up. Okay, okay. I have the goal for by the end of the year. I need to do a 2x.
Okay.
That's my goal. End of the year 2x. Once I could 2x, and I go take a little breather and then okay, let's see what we're gonna do from there.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. The system is always the most. Once you get out to dot your I and your T's, it's just like as you said, it's on autopilot. So not much you
Yeah.
have to do.
Yeah,
Not
even
much.
like my Chinese stocks, I have one
Yeah.
of them that it's in a negative right now. But I wanted to grow. Once it could go hit me to like it goes up with an
Yeah.
extra 10% profit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell it and then take all that money and just dump it in
Dump it.
crypto.
Yeah.
And the others that I already 2x to the moon, baby.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
To the
Okay.
moon. So like I see, Trump is offering uh tokenized stocks. Right now I'm wondering if I should, after I 2x my portfolio, should I add some tokenized stocks to my
Uh,
crypto bank? Because I always wanted to get some US stocks. It's just that, doing it the regular way, it's complicated. I need to go set up the bank account, get this, get that, get
yeah.
that, get that. But if I just grab it through the crypto side, it's like I skip all those hoops.
Yeah. Even what's the
Now
name?
for now,
Robin Hood is coming with the uh the fractions shares for
Yeah. I saw that. That's another
SpaceX.
nice play. Yeah, for SpaceX,
Yeah,
like to get into that. So imagine regular people can own shares in SpaceX right now. So I
yeah,
start watching all of that, and it's like, should I go through the tokenized way and get it, like get it through the Robinhood or get it through
yeah,
the Tesla? But I wanted to X my portfolio first before I buy any of those things.
yeah,
After I 2x, then I buy that, like use maybe a month worth of earnings and just buy some of
yeah,
that, and then go try to get to 3x or 4x and then
yeah.
buy some more. That's like my general idea, because those
Okay.
things are like, honestly speaking, something like SpaceX in your portfolio, that's like a dream stock. It's like you're betting on the
Yeah.
future. You don't know if that shit is going to work out or not. So
And as to whether Elon is actually going to go public,
yeah,
that's
and not only that too, even if he doesn't go public, because you bought it through Robinhood, it's like having the private shares. But then again, what if Trump decided to squeeze his balls so hard that the whole company bankrupt, and then they have to rebrand? When they
yeah,
rebrand, you lose everything,
yeah,
because it's possible.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I
And
don't know,
from
man.
from the way Elon is talking, I don't think he's taking SpaceX public anytime soon.
Mm.
Because he's going through it with Tesla now because people want to vote him out, and because the sales has plunged because of his politics and everything. You know.
Well, sales will go back up, man. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
So far, the best car company I see out there right now, especially in that EV sector, it's Tesla. And then to me, the
Yeah.
next one on the run up,
Xiaomi.
that Xiaomi is doing some things, baby. Although
Oh,
their car look good,
the car look
and
good. Xiaomi has
it's
always had
like,
like good designers though.
that's what I love about them. Even
Yeah.
since the phone, I love their phone. I never liked the Huawei's and the other
Why
ones,
we
but
just mass produce like I don't know. Huawei is
The
the
Xiaomi was the
mass
shit.
is the BYD of the car industry.
Yeah, so I love Xiaomi
Yeah.
and their whole culture and the whole drama between them. But I just think because it's their first car, just like with Tesla, their first car was not good. It was always crap. It
Mhm.
looks beautiful, but it's crap. So I'm not gonna touch it. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
My
But
girlfriend was talking about, she wanted to buy one, right?
the Xiaomi car.
Yeah, it's like she was pushing on me to even to go get my license and everything so we can get one.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll probably go get my license sometime this summer if everything turns out well.
Okay.
But uh anyway, for that car, I told her, don't believe in the hype so much, just let that one ride out.
Yeah.
Wait for the second model. And then boom, they come up with an EV. And then these guys is like, not EV, but a SUV. It's like these
Yeah.
guys are like, if you
It's like
locked in the order for the car, you can switch it to the SUV if you want. No big
yep.
deal.
Yeah, I heard they had like I don't know whether the numbers are right, but they said they had like 250,000 orders the first
Locked
minute.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of others locked in. So my girlfriend saw that, is like, if you buy the car now, you probably need to wait a whole year before you actually get it. So it's
Oh,
like, yeah,
it
it's
means the
also
car is in
pointless.
development and everything.
Well, the car, they just launched the shit. They ain't even start manufacturing yet. People buy it out.
Yeah. That could be some propaganda too, though.
That's what I was telling my girlfriend too.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you see like that.
Because
So
Huawei does, anytime Huawei launch a new phone, they do that, and then
they pump
a
the
week,
numbers, man.
yeah, just search the numbers, man. So,
So for me, I'm not even like, I see it like a car is like, we don't even have our house in our hand yet. Why are we getting a car?
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
after
It's
one
like
year, it's like
a car is just like you're driving debt around, especially in a country like China. Everywhere you go, you need to pay for parking.
yeah, that's fucked
Also,
up.
you buy a car, you don't even have a garage. You say, oh, you're gonna park it in your yard. You have to also buy a parking space. It's like, to me, you don't want to buy a car right now. That's just like luxury you don't need. But when we get our actual house and we're actually staying in the house, then to me that's a good time to buy the car, because then I don't have to pay rent. I can't be paying a mortgage, then you pay rent, and then you still have to pay for a car. Why am I doing all of that, man?
Yeah,
Why am I putting myself in all that debt?
that's some
Screw it.
bullshit.
I'm gonna just take a taxi when I need one.
Yeah, Subway's really much faster.
Yeah, so hopefully
Fuck.
she gets it, because to me a car doesn't make no sense for us right now.
Yeah,
But
no.
what she's just thinking about is more like, oh, a car is convenient if you want to go to the mountain and play, and if I want to go hiking, and it's like,
Yeah, but you can
yeah,
always rent. It's cheaper
yeah.
that way
But the
too.
thing is, she can't drive. You could
Okay.
rent right now. So the big issue is like for me, I need to get my license, which is one. I've been wasting
Okay.
time on that. So I talked to someone about it. Hopefully they come true for me. I didn't follow up on it because I was focused on my portfolio stuff, but I'll ask them this weekend.
Okay.
And if they don't have anything, then I'll go check out BB and see if he knows somebody, because
Oh.
I want to try to do the written test in English. I can't
Okay.
handle to do that test in Chinese, man. That's gonna
Okay.
kill my brain.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's why
Unless,
I've been hesitating. The written test, man.
yeah. Why can't you just do like because if you have the international one, they just transfer it straight to, and just,
Yeah, well, with the international one, then I need to
oh,
go home and
excellent.
do it.
Yeah, that's extra cost. Yeah.
If I was home, I would just do it, but
Yeah.
because I was planning on going home sometime during this holiday, but then things kind of change, and then right now I don't even know what I'm actually doing, you know. So
Yeah, that's gonna
one
be a
step at a
struggle.
time, man. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'll go home maybe in January, maybe, or
Uh,
just go home the 2 months before my visa expire and take a nice little long holiday.
yeah. Man, these people, man, this is just, man, why they do Ferrari like that? Yo, even though I like Xiaomi, but like, yo, shit, man. The official is like, yo, these people, hold on, let me just show you this, man. It's some diabolical bullshit. People are not even ashamed these days, man. Hold on.
The copy Ferrari.
Yeah. The like the 911. Hold on. Oh, I don't know what my screen is showing. Can you see that one though?
Yeah, I just saw it now. Charger.
Yeah. These people are not even they are not even it's like nobody's hiding it anymore. It's like
That's Ferrari colors for sure.
yeah, even the
The
design, like
shape is very
911
similar.
straight. And it's
That's
just
who made this car? They say some Roadster.
yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
roast
Xiaomi.
no,
Oh.
no this yeah.
Oh wow. But it looks cool though. You gotta
Yeah.
hand it to them. It looks cool. This red is like Ferrari red. The idea of using yellow in the middle for the bricks plate, also Ferrari
Yeah.
iconic vibe.
Yeah. And then these people and then if you look at the uh they just what read recently is like what these people are doing. They just copy like
The designs of all the expensive cars.
yeah
Because like
together
the
and just
regular one they did was similar to the Porsche. And
yeah
now this one is like the Ferrari. And the SUV is like a
Tesla.
mix between Tesla, Model Y and whatever design they put. Some, it's like,
Yeah, these people don't like it's well. It's well, man. Anyway, man.
all right, man, take care.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you
to
too.
our listeners, if you were still here, today was a rough day. Sorry for
Yeah,
all the technical issues, but
yeah.
you guys can help us out by hitting a like and subscribe so that we can upgrade our game, get better tech and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Peace and love. Don't forget to hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. And you know how it is. See you guys in the next one. Bless.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Dios
later,
amigos.
Walter.
All right, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we go get
Yes.
something to eat. Peace.
Yep, yep. Get this umbrella in order.